Hello, my friend. Did you become an entrepreneur so you could work 20 hours a day and never have any time to enjoy your life? Well, let me cut right to the chase. I will show you how to get your time back and multiply your profits within the next 60 days without adding one additional cent to your advertising budget. Even if you're currently overwhelmed and you feel like you've already tried everything. I'm talking about adding 6 figures to your bottom line quickly by leveraging something that you already have at your disposal. And if that doesn't happen, I will write you a check for 120% of the difference just for trying it out. Let me say this. Money is not attracted to hard work. Money is attracted to leverage. So there is truly no risk to you. Are you thinking that this sounds too good to be true? Well, the only reason I can make such a results-driven offer is because I have been a student of this work for 20 plus years, and I have time-proven record of bringing my clients results. Many of them to the tune of 7 figures. Yes, this works. When it comes to finding profit trigger points inside of your business, my team and I are the best of the best. I am William Hipschman, and in the past 10 years alone, I have added literally millions of dollars to my businesses and my clients' businesses. This is no longer a hope and a prayer kind of deal. These are time-proven triggers that work every time and time again. I have been a serial entrepreneur since 1989, and I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in my own money into researching, developing, and fine-tuning profit triggers that make the biggest difference no matter what type of industry or business you run. And the good news is, once we identify and implement those profit triggers in your business, they'll be automated so they continue to bring in additional profits for years to come without using up any more of your valuable time. Most coaches and consultants out there would have you change up your ads and then multiply your ad spend, hoping you would get a better ROAS. This is absolutely the wrong answer. Let me tell you a quick story. When I was 17 or 18 years old, I had a 1978 Ford Pinto Runabout. Now this was a beautiful red car. My wife laughs every time she even sees a car like that. This car had a 4-cylinder engine, but it was geared just right, so I had no problem with power. I could go up all the hills headed out of town just fine without ever having to shift down or anything like that. Until one day, something happened. All of a sudden, it ran low on power, and I found myself having to shift down going up all the hills, where I didn't have to shift down before. Now, I could have filled up the gas tank with rocket fuel, and I could have maybe gotten back some horsepower and fixed the problem temporarily. But I would have just had to keep continually putting in more rocket fuel all the time. But that is not the right answer, and I think that you know that. But this is exactly the same thing as changing up your ads and ramping up your ad spend before your system is optimized and ready for that. Now don't get me wrong, there is a right time to change up your ads and ramp up your ad spend, but this is not that time. So back to the story. After checking up on my engine to see what could be wrong with it, it turns out that one of my spark plugs had a crack in it. So the spark was shorting out and the spark plug was not working properly. Now all I did was change out that one cheap little spark plug, and instantly my car was back up to performance and working correctly. One very simple fix that changed my performance for the long term. This is exactly the same types of things that happen in our businesses. By knowing the specific things that fix the problems or the shortcomings in the back end of our marketing systems, we can instantly use these little strategies to vastly multiply the revenue and profit that comes into our companies. This is exactly why I developed the Cash Flow Automation Workshop. In the Cash Flow Automation Workshop, we'll hold you by the hand and guide you through the cash flow automation process for your business. You will have all the elements to identify new profit streams, set them up in your system, and then fully automate them so they continue to bring in profit without requiring any more of your time, so you can immediately start enjoying your newfound time freedom and finally get the lifestyle you desire and live life on your terms. That may be a little bit hard for some of you to imagine. You are working so hard trying to wear so many hats in your business. You're always distracted by your to-do lists, which of course never get completed. Now imagine if you can automate so many of those things that you finish your list and you have time left over to be able to do the things you really want to do. Imagine you automate your marketing structure so that you just wake up in the morning to tons of notifications from your Stripe account. This would be like heaven came down and you hear the hallelujah chorus. Like the Millers, their family business was doing great, but their marriage and their family was suffering because the business had literally taken over their entire life. Once we were able to automate many of their systems, they were making substantially more money, but now actually had time to devote what was the most important to them, family. During our time together in the program, you'll be surrounded by the best of the best in streamlining and automating marketing systems. We will help and encourage each other to make the world a better place through the relationships and the partnerships that we create together in the room. The Cash Flow Automation Workshop is structured in a way that will automatically turn ideas into implementation in real time. So you don't leave with just a bunch of notes, you leave with something that can actually move your world. Industry experts will bring more clarity to the mindset behind profit maximization. If you're ready to be able to take a break now and then and spend quality time with your friends and family and be able to actually live in that moment without your mind being distracted on work issues or to-do lists, this is definitely for you. During the first session alone, you will have identified, implemented, and automated at least one new profit stream, so that you have positive cash flowing in without increasing your ad spend at all. We implement the 3 key system. Quickly identify profit opportunities. We will audit your current marketing system together to identify and determine your best profit multipliers. Together we will build a strategy that is custom tailored to your business style and your clientele to systemize and prioritize the order of implementation. The STP implementation, I call this the Get It Done Now system. The STP, or Speed to Profit implementation system, gets your newfound profit stream immediately developed and implemented. Most of the time, this can happen as quickly as the same day. Your new automated revenue stream starts bringing in cash fast. The automation machine. Use automation and guarantee future profits. Now that you have identified and implemented your new profit streams, automate them so that you can free up your mind to discover more possibilities. This will assure that it doesn't become another one-hit wonder, but that it continues to bring in cash indefinitely. Together, we will install the exact same back-end strategies of order bumps, upsells, deadline sequences, and other time-proven methods to leverage all the things that you have worked so hard to establish in your business, so that you wake up in the morning, look at your Stripe account, and see increased orders coming into your account on autopilot. We have bonuses. The automation machine, you can use it free for the first year. Instant Automator template packs, which simplifies the entire process. Clarity Click 2-month mentorship is a hands-on help when you need it system. Done for you email campaign packs and Power Profit PDF worksheets. Now, I have had multiple clients pay me over $300,000 for this exact same system that I am offering you here today, but I am most certainly not going to ask you to pay $300,000. I was able to bring them a 7-figure return. So they were more than happy with what we were able to do together. How much would a 7-figure return be worth to your business? Imagine if we worked together and we were able to get even a 6-figure return. What would that be worth to you? How would your life be changed? Let's walk through the simple 3-step formula right now. Now, for the first step is to take a look at how the back end of your marketing system is structured, how it's set up. This is where even a very tiny change will create instant results. Just like that spark plug, right? Because you will be using the momentum you already have. This is not like going out and starting something completely new and having to run ads and prove the system. This is where you're applying leverage. You use leverage by offering something extra to your existing traffic and customers you already have coming through your system. Let's just say you have a daily sales volume of 10,000 customers, and all you do is you offer them one small item on checkout. And let's say only 5% take you up on that offer. 95% don't even want to take you up on it. Even just at 5%, that would be 500 extra items sold daily. And if the profit on that item were even $2, it'd be an extra $30,000 a month of pure profit with no additional advertising expenses. So the first step is to find a good spot in your system to make that offer. The second step is to structure and implement that change. Now, depending on the structure of your system, there are several ways to achieve that. And the final step is to automate that change so it keeps happening over and over and over again all by itself without taking any more of your valuable time. Now, I've spent over 20 plus years of my life and hundreds of thousands of dollars rooting out and codifying this into a system that works every time. Well, what I'm offering you here today is a chance to work with me and my team personally to optimize and leverage the momentum that you have in your marketing system to bring in new revenue streams that could continue to bring in new cash for years to come. Now, spaces are limited. This is not some type of false scarcity ploy, but I have to tell you that spots are truly limited because this is a hands-on workshop, and I can only work with so many people at a time. This special offer I have for you today is just one very small one-time investment, but the profits will go on and on. What we have you do is we have you fill out a short application and then schedule a call to talk to me to see if you are a good fit for our system. Now, this is not a sales call. If you don't already know you want in, please don't clog up the call schedule. This call will only be to confirm that you are actually a good fit for the workshop. If your business is a fit, and we agree to work together, you will be able to get started increasing and automating your profits right away. You can start generating more profit, and those new revenue streams can continue to bring you cash for years to come. If you're excited to find out more about how we might work together, click the link below, fill out the requested information, and schedule a time in our call schedule to discuss it further and get started with your newfound income streams. I look forward to talking to you soon. Now click the button and apply while spaces are still available. And just to reiterate, if you do not make at least your money back, I will immediately cut you a check for 120% of the difference. Now, the spaces are truly limited for this opportunity to work with me directly because this is a hands-on workshop and I can only work with so many people at a time, as I'm sure you can understand. If you've heard enough and you're ready to get started, click on the link near this video and schedule a time to talk with me and see if this is a good fit for you. Talk to you soon.